Vanaand 7:00 op 'n Woensdag aand beteken dis tyd vir Fokus hier op SABC 2. Baie welkom, ek is Lenet Francis Peuren. Die Nelson Mandelabaai Metro gaan steeds gebuk onder 'n knellende droogte. Die damme wat die metro van water voorsien, was laas in 2015 vol en is tans op omtrent 15%. Kommer bestaan steeds dat dag 0 kan aanbreek wanneer omtrent 40% van die metro geen toegang tot water sal hê nie. Boonop lyk dit volgens die weervoorspellers of die gebied nie binnekort swaar reën kan verwag nie. Die metro-munisipaliteit het reeds talle planne in plek gestel om inwoners by te staan. Inwoners word aangemoedig om water spaarsaam te gebruik. Fokus-regisseur Wanie van die Juffer het die gebied besoek om te kyk na die omvang van die droogte en die implikasies daarvan.
Water is ons reg en ons as mens kan nie sonder dit nie. Niemand kan sonder water nie. En is wettig ons reg om water te hê. Want ons moet eet, ons moet kook, ons moet was, ons moet alles doen met water.
Ons is in 7 jaar nou al van water reënval wat it was below normal basically. 7-year drought that we actually in now. Our average dam levels was last full in 2015. So since 2015 we've never had a dam full.
7 jaar van droogte. Die mense van Kaapberga kry swaar, ook die diere.
Ons kry nie water nie. Ons sukkel vir die water. Sy kom daai trek, ons hardloop om te kry die water. Die water is klaar. Ons kry nie water. Niks. Ons sukkel vir die water hierso.
Wat gebeur as julle tank op is, finished is? Waar kry julle water as dit nou nie reën?
Niks. Ons kry nie. Ons wag vir die trek vir die water.
Ons hierso lewe sonder water is op my hartseer, jong. Want as die trokkie uitkom hier na ons toe nie, dan moet ons by die skool gaan kyk of daar water is daar so. En as daar nie water by die skool is nie, dan moet ons daar by die gemeenskap aan die ander kant gaan kyk daar so, en is about so lekker fair distance. Maar met die 20 liter kanne te loop en soos hy, want kyk ons het 'n kry was hierso nie. Maar ons so aangaan, maar was hartseer vir ons. Dit was in laas jaar. Toe het ons lelik geraak by laas jaar. Die water ons regtig kry ons lelik geraak. Want jy sien as jy 'n tap oopmaak, kom niks in se druppel uit nie.
It's very hard because if you only get a SASSA pension, you cannot go every day and buy water because we cannot afford it. So we had to, with 5 liters of water a day, we had to do our cooking, our drinking, and everything, even trying to clean with it. For us, it's more difficult because we're on medication, we have to drink water, and for our health. So it really is a problem, this water crisis. The frail residents is also battling with water when we don't have water. Because, they can't move, so we've got to help them.
For businesses to operate in any city, they need the basics to work. So we need electricity, we need water, we need the road infrastructure, all of that matters. Most businesses need water in their operations. Obviously, those that are high water users, like your beverage manufacturers and so on, it's even more difficult for them in terms of the impact on their operations.
Ek dink die droogte wat ons gehad het die afgelope jaar, het ons skoolakademies geploeter, deurdat ons nie ons vol akademiese program kon hardloop nie. Baie tye het ons vroeër vandag as gevolg van die watertekorte munisipaliteit sou water afsny. Skool het nie water nie, ons toilette is in 'n haglike toestand.
Animals seem to take a second place with people, but they need us, they don't have a voice. We've got to be there for them. It's a big worry for us because it's not just making sure that the dogs have got enough water, it's cleaning their kennels each and every day. So we use a lot of water We have put up some water tanks to try and help us. But we've also got another worry, and that is fires in our area. There's lots of bushes around us, and we've had some bad fires. And we've always got a shortage of water.
En die water is extreem duur. Water is duur, definitief. Dis hoekom waarom daar by die skole wat ek uithelp, as ek sien die traan loop, dan ek raak mal, want ek dink terug hoe het ek sonder water geleef. Water is skars. Maar water word gemors. Eerlikwaar, dit word gemors. Want as ek en jy nou gaan ons na ons krane toe gaan. Ons krane gaan toemaak, ons krane gaan toehou.
The issue around leaks, water leaks as an example, has been a major concern that we flagged for some time. And when things really got serious, then we started pushing where we as business could go and fix the leaks ourselves or start getting some of the leaks addressed. We did get that commitment and support from the municipality to the extent that we've rolled out an initiative called Adopt a Leak. We've got a heat map of the high concentration areas where there are leaks in impoverished communities, and we've already repaired leaks in the first area out of the 6, and we're moving now into the second area.
Die Nelson Mandela Bay Metro bevestig dat lekplekke 'n groot uitdaging bly.
We as a Metro has been doing over the last, in fact year, but more emphasis in the last month or so, where we made a concerted effort also to eradicate the leaks that we have. Obviously, as the city is like any other city in the country, aging infrastructure, so leaks is evident. Since the 1st of July 2020, we took a snapshot on what our outstanding complaints are, and to put that into context, we've probably fixed around about 53 to 55,000 leaks since then, as a total in our daily operations. Leaks is an ongoing challenge for the Metro. We've got 4,800 kilometers of pipelines. Just to put it into context, a pipe that was laid for the developments after 1994 was 20 years ago, and that is the lifespan of a pipe. So forget about the old infrastructure before that. Even the new infrastructure that has been installed since democracy is also already old. We deal with leak repairs and rehabilitation of pipe work as we go along, and we budget for that on an annual basis. So typically the Luri water treatment works, about 2 years ago we completed a program there that we started 10 years ago already of rehabilitating pipes, rehabilitating the water treatment works, the pumps, the electrical supply. So and that's where most of our money goes into. About a third of our budget, at least, our capital budget, goes to the rehabilitation of infrastructure. But as you can appreciate, the majority of the infrastructure is lying underground. And that's the next phase of the work that we've done. We have replaced some water meters, we've replaced some pipelines already.
I think it's been coming on for a number of years. One of the key factors in my view is the political instability that we've had in this metro since 2016 with the various coalitions that have come and gone. The required priority and focus has not been on infrastructure maintenance and investment, and I think that's all come to a head now, and it's impacting the city in a negative way at this point in time.
Net hierna wys ons watter hulp die mense van Tenkwaens reeds ontvang het, veral van die organisasie Gift of the Givers. Bly gerus ingeskakel. Welkom terug. Tenkwaens se watertekort het inwoners radeloos gehad. Talle het hulle tot die organisasie Gift of the Givers gewend om hulp te vra. Gift of the Givers is 'n nie-regeringsorganisasie wat hulp verleen tydens ramptoestande. Hulle is wêreldwyd bekend vir die hulp wat hulle reeds op talle vastelande verleen het tydens byvoorbeeld aardbewings en oorstromings. Gift of the Givers het op die noodkreet van die mense van die Nelson Mandela Bay Metro reageer en kom help met onder meer die oprig van boorgate. Hier is deel 2 van Wane van die Heever se verslag.
I said to the Gift of the Givers, God will bless them for what they did for us, putting up the 2 tanks that we've got water for cooking and drinking every day. Because honestly, you cannot survive without water. It's so great, because I normally tell them to listen, those tanks is for everybody. It's drinking water. You don't have to buy it no more. You go and take and you cook with it and you drink it. Yeah, so it's really a pleasure. Yeah. I cannot thank the Gift of the Givers enough for what they're doing for us.
Gift of the Givers het ook tot Keiga Laerskool se redding gekom.
Ons het gevoel dat ons moet na buite kyk vir hulp, want van binne die munisipaliteit was daar geen ondersteuning nie. So ons het gevoel om die Gift of the Givers te nader, wat vir ons hierdie pragtige boorgaat kom gee het, wat ons eintlik baie dankbaar is voor, sodat ons nou ten volle derde kwartaal kan hardloop met water saam met ons. Die gemeenskap self sal is in hulle noppies, omdat ons toegang tot volhoubare water het, drinkbare water en water van 'n hoë kwaliteit. En ons kan nie uitgepraat raak oor die feit dat ons verskriklik dankbaar is nie.
And we've also partnered with Gift of the Givers. And I think that's been an excellent partnership, because the mindset is very similar to where we are as business in terms of where Gift of the Givers is. And we've been partnering with them in terms of getting communities to have access to water, because we've had for a couple of months now, there's parts of the city that haven't had water, especially in impoverished communities, and water is a basic human right. So we've actually been supporting them to make sure that boreholes get sunk at schools, clinics and other institutions where communities can have access to water. They've already sunk over 20 boreholes, with the plan to increase that to at least 30 boreholes across the metro.
We were first called to the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro at the end of May by the municipality, asking us for assistance. As we know, the metro will be facing day zero. Gift of the Givers being a disaster relief NGO, and with us responding to disasters, especially drought, throughout the country.
We work with Gift of the Givers. When they came to the city, we prepared a special presentation to them to indicate what we are doing, and also indicated where the opportunities are that they can work on. Their program, as Dr. Suleiman has indicated, is clearly targeted at your access for non-potable use. The balls that they drill is not all for human consumption, because the water quality cannot be guaranteed. They have got a specific role to play, like they've drilled a ball at Elizabeth Duncan Hospital. So it provides the hospital with access to water for non-potable use. So all the cleaning activities in the hospital and things like that can be used for that water. And obviously they have detergents that they add for the cleanliness and disinfection of the areas. And then we provide the potable water, which means there's less demand of the potable water, so we save water that's in our dams.
Dr. Suleiman visited the metro on the 13th of June, and within 3 hours of his visit here, we drilled our first bore. That was at the Alpha Primary School in Galvandale, and we drilled 2 bores there, giving the school 100,000 litres of water, which will not only serve the school, but serve the whole community around it as well. Thereafter, the calls flooded in of many areas, asking us for our assistance, whether it was Galvandale, KwaNabuhle, Motherwell, all around the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro. So far, all of our boreholes have been a success. Our teams have been working around the clock to ensure we can provide water to the community. As we know, we cannot drill in all areas because of the rock formation, and we are very grateful to Cerebos, the salt company, who has said they're running a desalination plant at their facility. They can provide us 500,000 litres of water per day. With that, we are providing water to institutions, to clinics, to old age home, mentally and physically challenged institutions as well. We are very grateful to the NMB engineering team, who has come on board and is showing us balls that was drilled a few years ago. We just have to go in there, working with them to equip these balls, to ensuring more water being provided to the people.
Boorgate gaan denk ek nie die oplossing wees nie. Ek dink daar gaan moet bitter baie boorgate nog geboor word, maar dit gaan nie 'n langtermyn oplossing wees nie. Wat ek bedoel daarmee is jy kan nie damme afsny.
Waarom ons gift of the givers wat ander plekke voorkom het om hier in Port Elizabeth reg te kom maak, maar ons het dan 'n government hierso. Wat kan vir ons opgestaan het?
Bly ingeskakel, net hierna hoor ons watter projekte moontlik kan help met droogteverligting daar in Nelson Mandela Metro. Ons is nou terug. Maar hoe lyk die pad vorentoe? Wat kan gedoen word om dag 0 te voorkom of minstens so ver moontlik uit te stel? Die Nelson Mandelabaai Metro, die sakeondernemings en die organisasie Gift of the Givers werk tans saam om 'n groter waterkrisis daar in Kebega te voorkom. Wanneer van die juffer het by hulle gaan uitvind watter maatreëls in plek gestel word. Hier is deel 3 van haar verslag.
Ons is by die Kwanebushley pompstasie wat beplan is en gebou is van verlede jaar al reeds as een van ons projekte om wat hulle sê day 0 vorentoe te skuif en ook water aan die weste kant en die suiderkant van die metro te bring. Die hele idee is dat ons genoeg water kan kry van die nooit gedag skema en dit gee ons die moontlikheid om water dan in die weste kant van die stad te gee waar die damme leeggeloop het. Ons gemiddelde vlak is 15%, net onder 15% as op gister en enige addisionele water wat ons kry van nooit gedag wat nie aan die noorde en aan die ooste kant gebruik word nie, die water stuur ons nou deur die pompstasie oor die bult in die Churchill pipeline sodat in die stad kan kom sodat die suide en die weste dele van die stad kan ook water kry. Die pompstasie is spesifiek gebou om daai fleksibiliteit te gee vir ons om water na 3 rigtings in werklikheid te pomp. Die projek is meer as 50 miljoen rand en dit gee ons nou 'n moontlikheid om 30 tot 50 megaliter per dag aan die Churchill pipeline te sit.
We've been collaborating, liaising, also lobbying in terms of the municipality, local government, provincial government, national government in terms of the water crisis. And we have an electricity and water task team that has representation across the business sector. So a lot of the automotive, the components manufacturers, agriculture, etc. participate in those forums. Some examples of some of the innovative things we've done is, for example, Cerebos Salt that operates here. They were pumping 500,000 litres of water into the sea, desalinated water. And we now have been able to capture that water. Coca-Cola come with their big trucks, supported by Gift of the Givers, and then that gets taken to communities every day, that water. You know, that's a simple solution to water that was being wasted that we're now using. And I think that's the thinking that's required, where we've got to think differently about water. If you look at this water management crisis, 40% of water is lost. 29% of that is through leaks, and then 11% is through unauthorized water consumption. So that's why we believe it's absolutely vital that we address the issue of the leaks in the short term, but then long term, there needs to be proper planning and investment around infrastructure. We need to be looking at desalination, we need to be looking at all sorts of different options, but we must also be looking at climate change and the impact that has on our metro. We should be very proactive in our approach to protecting our infrastructure, cleaning the drains so that water can flow, removing alien vegetation from the Barkens Valley surrounding the dams so that we can also ensure we extract optimum water supply as examples.
Unfortunately, we can't say when the dams will fill up again. So we work in the here and now. We look at the medium-term weather predictions by the South African Weather Services.
As we know, the weather's not looking good. And the municipality, through the necessary awareness programs, are asking people to save water. We hope they're adhering to that call because we can push day 0 further back.
We as a municipality have got a responsibility to give the water to the customers, fix all the leaks, give it to them timelessly, the water. So also we encourage customers to play their role in saving water, fix the leaks on their properties, keep an eye on the water meter.
Maar vereers gaan Gift of the Givers voort met hulle projek om soveel moontlik te doen om water te voorsien.
Our key focus is to drill a strong, successful bore in each of the red district areas. We cannot say how long that's going to take place because as I'm speaking to you, calls are still coming in for assistance, and we are very generous to this corporate South Africa, to fellow South Africans who shows the true spirit of Ubuntu, where people in another region has been struggling without water and they say we would like to help. We had calls coming in from many people, from pensioners, or asking us for our banking details to contribute 100 rand. We have institutions calling us, they want to give like R1 million, 2 million rand for balls so we can see to the needs of the people. It's a challenge. If dams are empty, it is a challenge.
Ongelooflike werk wat daar gedoen word. Onthou, dis die week wêreldwyd waterweek en sonder water kan ons nie lewe nie. Die mense van Tenkwaens moet maar hulle water spaar en seker maak dat lekkende krane of pype so gou moontlik herstel word. Eintlik geld dit vir ons almal nie, ongeag waar ons woon. Maar dis al vir vanaand en daarmee is dit nou tyd om te groet. Onthou, indien jy die uitsending gaan misloop, Fokus is steeds op YouTube beskikbaar. Soek net onder Fokus, SABC en die datum van die uitsending. Ons groet dan tot volgende woensdag aand om 7:00 hier op SABC 2. Tot dan en ons hoop die res van jou week is ook vir jou voorspoedig. Mooi bly.